Welcome on back. Today, there's a few things I'm trying to get done. One thing is I need to make a custom part for the Datsun 510. Well, not custom, refab it, I guess. This part right here, it's a bracket. This what holds the engine cross member that bolts to it. Here, I'll show you where that goes. All my stuff and junk in the way, still working on cleaning it. But, here we go. That goes right here in the cross member. The engine goes right there. Obviously, and then engine bolts to it. That one's not that bad of shape that I had, but the one that was on this side was completely rusted out. So this, old Japanese cars that built everything in layers. So this whole panel here is completely rusted out. I know, I have to go back and clean these up, having a crappy air compressor. I didn't want to use my big electrical grinder on it and damage the metal, so I'm just gonna wait and go back and clean those up once I get a bigger air compressor, because hopefully very soon. So I gotta make two of them, one for both sides. This side wasn't as rusty. I have to replace as much of it. But I'm waiting that, and then I'll have to go back and drill this and clean this area up here to be able to bolt that bracket in. Because that bracket also holds the brake line for the front. And then start working on that bracket. Stay tuned. All right, I'll give you guys a little close-up. I do not have any woodworking tools besides that saw that I got for free. So this is what I'm trying to do. I just took a whole bunch of little cuts into it and trying to chisel it all out. Pretty much was metal's going to be between both the wood. Just going to clamp it down, take a hammer's pound on it. Hopefully that'll give me my indent print that I need. So starting to get there. It's starting to rain, so I'm trying to get this done before it rains. Today, I think that's how a lot of my videos are going to be, like just cutting up little parts and pieces and putting them together, because I don't have a whole lot of time in one day to work on stuff. But I've been bending this bracket trying to get it to work, and it's not working. I thought I could make it in two pieces and weld it together. That's not going to work. I'll show you why. So I've been hitting this section with the hammer, trying to indent this more. I had to cut this out because the metal was bending out. Wasn't allowing the bracket to sit properly with it. Now the only problem is I got this to actually fit pretty good. The only problem is now if I try to weld on another piece, I don't think it's going to line up those holes too well. And it's not going to be that great of a seal. I'll have to put more sealant and stuff on it, and it just won't look as clean. So I'll keep that. I'm not going to just pitch that bracket idea yet though, just in case. I'm going to try now to make a bigger piece, make the indents, and then put it on the brake and see if I can break it and make it one piece so I don't have to weld another piece onto it. Also went up here and just grind these welds down. These are actually really flush. Do need to go back in and just pinpoint, hit those up. But yeah, let's well, try another bracket. Hopefully that works out. Stay tuned. I see you make sure this fits. Did a pretty good job. Well, happy with it. I will sand it out and smooth it. And pop it in place. Pretty good. That's what I want there. So I just gotta cut it out there for the bolt holes. Let's grab my chest piece. And pop that in. Okay. Well, looks like it's gonna be a good fit. Maybe pound a little bit more right in here. Sounds good. Yeah. The only thing is I do need to make a little piece right here. I'll make that about 20 gauge. This is 18 gauge. So that should be able to give the strength I need for that bracket. So yeah, I'll go ahead and sand that down. And I'm not even aiming at me. Sand that down and let's see if it works. Stay tuned. All right, make this quick. It's about to storm out here. I don't get much time outside. So I had to go back and re-weld it. Seal it up very nice. Just gotta grind that side down, look like the other. Then I'll go in and drill the holes in for the bolts and cut this off, retest it, and weld it in. And that should be good. All right, there we go. So it took a lot longer than I thought it was going to make it. So that's only one down, but do got the bolt holes drilled, cut it to measure, fit in size. So the original and mine. Do got to still put the holes in it for plug welding it in. Oops. Boom. Pretty sure it's going to work now. So I'm going to start welding the bottom part in, then I'll have to take a hammer to bash in the top to make sure it fits. Then I'll go back and clean that up. So yeah, that took me I'm guessing about an hour and a half to make. Next one to go a lot quicker. I had a lot of issues with welding that piece in right there on both sides. A few times seams broke. Gotta grind that one down a little bit more. When I first did it, welded in, this whole seam broke. So I'll think, we had to go back, and I just tack welded in very slowly. I used a damp cloth to help cool down when I was welding, because I did start to get a little bit of warpage, but I was able to use the hammer and pound it back in place. But welding on new steel like this is a lot easier than welding the patches I did on the car already, because I kept blowing holes through it. Right now it is raining outside, so I don't know if I'll be able to get the other one done. It gets really okay. For the plug welding, how I'm going to get the holes instead of taking a drill bit to it. Picked up this little nanny thing at Harbor Freight. Not sponsored or anything. I've used it quite a few times already for the other parts, and it works great. It's a lot better than drilling the holes. So it punches the right size hole I need for the spot welding, and then also if I need to make a step in metal to help line it up, that helped out a lot too. So I'm gonna go ahead, put some holes in this thing. It's making it a lot easier to get that thing going. So suck up your air. You're good to go. Make sure when you put it in, you put it all the way in flush though. I don't want it angled or off. Now it might bend the metal awfully weird. Yeah, guess I did have a little problem. So either it's not punching out or it's not. All right, got it. Kind of warped it up a little bit. Take a hammer to it and pound it back. Okay, well, I do need some right here though in the middle, so I will need to use a drill status A for that one. So let me go over and drill those out. Well, finished the bracket. I'm not that good of a welder, but I am learning. It's good enough, good and solid. Okay, on to the next side.